Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Not quite a coffee episode, but going to go and pick up my Di2 today in Taipo. So just walking around here. There's a bike shop here, Meridia. Used to call Monster Bike. So I'll show you now. Yep, and it's raining. There you go. Yeah, you can't quite see it. Anyway, we'll go in and have a look. He's got a lot of Shimano stuff, and not Shimano, SRAM, and a lot of Shimano. Here's the new 12 speed. Yeah, lots of stuff, and he's got lots of bike frames. Ceramic speed stuff. Yeah. Hey everyone, back from the shop. As you can see from here, I have the R8170 Di2 Ultegra Di2 12 speed. Let's have a look. So the disc in here, well, the shifters and the disc brake. Cassette is, if you can focus, 1134. I think that's the front derailleur, and this is the rear derailleur, which is also the master. Crank wise 170, I hope. Yep, 50 34. Okay, and then the battery, the chain, just I could have changed that to a Dura Ace chain, which I might do. New charging cable, and of course two cables here. He gave me, whoops, sorry. He gave me 700 mm, and 1200. He said it should be way more than enough. That's it. And then I believe for the shifters, you have to use the app to link it all together, and it will be going on my new bike, which is this one, a Factor, but I haven't got the bottom bracket yet for it. I don't live in the US, so I'm just waiting for BB Infinity's T47 bracket. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the components, weigh it out, and actually see what they weigh, and then of course test it as well. Going to use a basic kitchen scale. Hopefully you can see that. Yep, it's in grams. Can you see that? Yeah. Right, so first we're going to have a look at this, which is the master derailleur, the rear one. So let's have a look. Let's see the box here. Right, there you go. Okay. Oh, that's a bit stiff, isn't it? Doesn't spin very freely. Same with this. Yep. I believe there's a light here. That's where the button for pairing the shifters. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. What is included, of course, you have your instruction manuals. I'll only do it for one of these, the rest I'll take off. Right, instruction manuals, okay. Let's see what's in here. Camera is going a bit crazy, auto-focusing. Right, so you have that, whatever that is, cassette. Yeah, have to look at that. Installation tool. Oh, and there's another piece in here. Not lose those. Right. let's weigh it out. So according to some websites, the rear derailleur is about 260. Wow, 260. Okay, let's have a look at the front derailleur. Okay, pretty good. So we'll look at the weight. 111 grams. Yeah, spot on. Yeah, I'm not going to weigh this because it'll be out because I still have all this on it. But anyway, let's have a look. Let's quick look. $348. On the website it's $294, so yeah, I guess this weighs a little bit. There you go. Sure what's in here. Ah. Okay. And then the crank itself, it's 170. It's black. Looks like a little bit of matte in it. Okay. It's got a little bit of grease there, as expected. Yeah, a little bit matte here and a glossy finish on here. Let's weigh it, shall we? So according to the website, crank is 720. Okay, let's see how I'm going to do this. Put this across here. There you go. 706. Wow, that's a little bit less. Now for this is front brake, I believe, right? Which is the right side according to this. Let's look at this. As with all of these, they come pre-assembled with oil in them, I believe, where you have to, there's a marking here, so you have to cut below the marking, and once you cut, the oil will come out, so you've apparently got to keep it upright. But this allows me to thread it through the frame, so basically I have to go, yeah, from the brakes upwards. What is this one? Here you go. So as I said, this is the front, which is 160, I believe. There you go. For this is up, yep. So 160, which is what you expect, and in the back it should be about 140. So yeah, well, let's weigh this in a minute, and then the shifters itself. There we go. Yeah, I think the lighting's pretty poor, right? Shifters 403 apparently. Shifters 403 for both, so yeah, so that'll be about right. 202, so 404. Okay. Brakes itself, including oil, 166 for the front. This goes directly onto the frame. Right. So I'm going to install this myself. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Wire's longer. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my camera ran out of battery, so taking a look at these wires, they're actually different from the older generation Di2. This is one of them. They give you all this. I guess you can remove it. Can you see it? You can remove this, I guess. Yeah. So they're a lot more thinner, if you can see. So we're just going to attach this up and test the system and pair it. 6 grams. Okay, so I'm assuming this is what, twice, so about 10, 12 grams. Anyway, so we'll plug this all up. The battery itself, actually let me open the battery for you. $52 grams. Write that down actually. 52. Yep, so it does still click in. Okay, that's in there. Front derailleur, where does it go? Into there. So let's put this one. Use this. Okay. Then the rear one, I'll leave these on for now. The rear one goes to, where does it go? Here. Okay. Can you see this on the camera? Put it there. Whoops. There you go. Done. Move my scale. So yeah, it looks it's very clean. I mean, in terms of, here's the battery. Okay. Front derailleur. Whoops. Rear derailleur. That's it. There's no junction box, no Bluetooth, because the Bluetooth is in here and here. Yeah, so now it's a case of me trying to sync it. Right, so with the instruction manuals, apparently you press this button on the back, on the rear derailleur, until the light flashes blue. So let's go to the eTube app, which you can download. Make sure your Bluetooth is on. Okay. So let's press this. Can you see? Press. Flashing blue. Okay. Ah, there you go. Rear derailleur, that's pretty quick. Okay. Bluetooth pair request. Pair. Yeah, later, I'll do that later. Ooh, look at that. No battery, not enough. So, guess I have to charge first, and I'll be back. I'm expecting firmware to be on it. Right, there you go. So we have the rear derailleur, front derailleur, and the battery. Okay, good. Now, don't want to skip. You want to add switch. So QR code, allow. Okay, let's see if we can scan this, see how fast it is. Wow, that's pretty quick. So that's done already, if you can see. And then add another one. So I'm going to show you this. There you go, pairing.
Notes, gear shifting with dual control is enabled after bike is disconnected from the app. If gear shifting is not enabled, connect the lever with a cable and try updating the firmware. Alright, so complete. See how much firmware. So sync shifting, I'll do this later. Left shifter, right shifter, and rear derailleur. Front derailleur, I think. Huh, where is it? Okay, let's have a look at the updates. Oh, there is. So there is an update for the rear, update for the front, and this is November. Update for the battery. Okay. What about this? Check the firmware version of the switch. Press any button on the switch. Okay, so let's try this. No. Press any button on the left lever. Well, this is the left lever. Ah, there it is. So you've got to leave that on. All right. So if you're doing this at home by yourself, yeah. So press this, don't skip, and press a button. Okay. So it's telling me there is an update. Oh, the right one is actually updated. So it's just this one. Now the problem is you can't update it. For details, you click details because, yeah, I need a third cable. So what I'm thinking is, I've not done this, is take the wire off the front since it's not installed on the bike yet. Okay, so those of you who are, if you have a shop who's installing this, maybe ask them to update it for you. But it's easy because they have cables around the shop, so even if they have installed the shifters on your handlebar, they can easily get a long wire and plug it into the shifter and then just do external all the way to your battery. All they have to do is pull out the the seat post, right? So what I'm going to try and do is disconnect first, disconnect this wire, plug this wire into the left, and hopefully it will. Let's do it in real time, shall we? Right, where is my removal tool? So use this, put it in and just remove. Okay. Now the shifter is in here in the bottom. You can't quite see it because of my lighting. Is in here. There's a dummy, not a dummy one, but an extra one here. Right, that must be in. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. Connect. Rear, left, right is wireless, and the battery. Okay. Update is available. So let's click that. Update, update, update. Yes, it's working. Yeah, so those of you who are installing everything yourself, you can do this at home. You only need 2 wires. Just take out, you have to take the one from the front derailleur because you need the master on, I'm assuming. Yeah, and then plug it into each shifter. Luckily my right one has been updated for some reason. And then afterwards, actually it's pretty quick. Afterwards, just disconnect, take out the wire from here using the Shimano tool. Oops, if you can see. take out the wire from the using the Shimano tool, plug the wire back into the front, and you're good to go. And then yeah, future updates, well, that's going to be hard. There is I had to look online. Apparently you can update if you have a what is it now? There's a little box that they have. A SMPCE 02 tool. It's a little box, so you can use that. There you go. And let's check it out again, shall we? Actually, let's just do this. There you go. Okay. So done. Now then you can set your single shift and all that other stuff. So weight wise, it's pretty close. I wrote it down. Brake cables, these are not cut. According to the websites, it averages around about, let's have a look. Brakes 280 odd grams. That's it. And the chain, Ultegra chain is about 268 grams. Dura 8 is a little bit less, 248 apparently. So in total, my system comes out to be about 2,600 grams, give or take a little bit because of this. Yeah, I think it's heavier than the... Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope that helps. Any questions, please leave in the comment below.